Good morning, everyone. My name is Rick Noda. I'm here in beautiful Encinitas, California, here for T3 Talks, where we tighten, tone, and transition. Now, today's topic of conversation is about mentorship and how important mentorship is in your ecosystem. Now, when I talk about ecosystem, you guys, I often talk about those close to you in your life. Now, in the ecosystem of wellness, you talk about your primary care doctor, you talk about your financial planner, you're talking about your legal attorney, you're also talking about your family physician, your physical therapist, your chiropractor, your acupuncture, your massage therapist, and then you have your coach, which is me. Do you see where I'm at in that eco structure, which is there? But the problem is, in a good way, is that those around you in that eco structure, they don't see you all that much. They only see you once a while. So their mentorship is from what we call far mentorship. But as a coach, just like if you guys can go back and think about if you've ever had a coach in life, in sports, and you can remember the good coaches, they always inspired you to be better. They always showed you motivation, and they were always teaching. And that's what I love and really appreciate about mentorship. Now, why is that important, and why am I talking about it today? Well, one of my greatest mentors that I have out there is someone really close and personal to me, and I refer to her, and in this topic, in the story, again, I'm going to tell a little story here, I'm going to refer to her as Linda. Now, Linda, for many, many years, has mentored me in many ways. The first mentorship that she gave me is in how to manage my ADHD. And she told me when I was at the ripe age of probably 3 and I wasn't listening all that much, it was all about the food. And then from that point on, as I got older and older, that mentor continued to mentor me in many different things. Believe it or not, when you actually put on hockey equipment, you don't put the jock strap on top of the pants. Now you may know that Linda is my mother. Linda Noda was the lady that actually took me to hockey practice once, and one of the guys had to nudge her over to the side and say, "Hey, that goes on underneath." Now my dad came from Cuba. He was a survivor, literally the clothes that's on his back. So he was out there working, doing what he had to do. And the gift that he gave me, you see right now, I'm on a podcast. But yesterday, my mentor in my ecosystem, Linda, I'm talking to her about different business things here in my current business and my non-for-profit that supports mental illness for Marines like myself that suffer from ADHD. And I asked her, and I said, we're doing this. This is my market strategy. This is this. And my mentor tells me something that blew me away in the car. And Esteban, I'm still getting with that. Esteban has seen me cry. All right, so you see me cry once, and it was really a hard thing, but if I could cry, this is like literally where I would cry. I'm still getting better at it. Linda goes to me and she says, in my, Linda type of fashion, she goes, "Ever since I've known you, Rick, if I walk up to you with a fear, for example," she goes, "what if I have the fear of drowning? In 5.8 milliseconds, you'll smile and you'll look at me or that person, you'll say, 'Are we starting swimming lessons today then?'" Because the fear of drowning means that you need to practice the art of swimming. And if you're a strong swimmer and you said you can't swim, or I float like a brick in this, then you haven't had Coach Rick to kind of motivate you and inspire you to be better. And that motivation will take away that fear. Now, if that fear is food, if that fear is this, know that since I have been a little kid, I've been teaching everybody how to get that fear out of their lives. This is a skill set that I've had to use as someone that has ADHD and is dyslexic, because I can never take that straight road. I always had that workaround. I'm that Rudy that had to work a little bit harder than everybody else. Now, finishing off with my mentor, she told me something else that she reminded me of, and one of my friends, Sky David, had told me also, is this. I dropped the bike. Nice. Is this. When I started my life, most people start their lives when they're a baby. They're in a quadruped or 4-point stance. As they start to progress in life, they may grab a head a little bit, scoot their booty a little bit, put their hands and kind of scoot their butt, get themselves to stand up and maybe fall and do that and scoot and continue to do that. I'm a little different. So what Linda, my mentor, reminded me of yesterday is not only do I try to teach everybody, but the only little problem that I have is that I didn't learn step 1 and 2. Because I was a kid, you guys, trust me. I laid there like this. One day I stood up and walked. Yes, I missed step 1 and step 2 of learning how to crawl and in how to progress. So sometimes when I'm in my podcast and I'm telling you guys stuff, in stories, yes, you're like, what did he say? Like, is he trying to be Zenny? No, I'm just sometimes a guy who literally starts things at number 3. And if you listen to the podcast for the entire 5 minutes, I'll cover 1 and 2. And just like I did right now, I'm going to put it all together. As someone that I feel why I'm successful, and that success lies in my mentorship and the trust in my ecosystem. So when I say our motivation will inspire you to be better, look intrinsically, look inside to those around you. And if you're surrounding yourself with really better people, you yourself will be better. All right, you guys, I will see you soon. Thanks to Panic and Coffee again for my Joey. And what's kind of nice is this, is if you guys can ever doubt my readiness as a Marine, that bike almost fell down. And I'm going to tell you something, I didn't even flinch. Esteban, my producer, you know what to do, brother. I'll see you guys soon. Rick Noda, founder at T3 Body, where we tighten, tone, and transition. If you're looking to get a hold of me via email, go to info@t3bodyencinitas.com. That's info@t3bodyencinitas.com. Follow me on Instagram at T3Body or YouTube. We're looking for subscribers at T3Body. Now, our Facebook, right now, we're working on it. It's at CaliFitWKO, but stay tuned for that Facebook to match that T3 Body, where our motivation inspires you to be better.